Hello everyone. I know that it has been many days till I have uploaded any video, but now I will be uploading it very frequently. And I know that previous topic has been in delay, but now I will complete a topic and with time also. So we are starting a new topic all over a topic that is called as biological classification. In ancient times, when people have very few requirements and do not have any knowledge, they used to classify their things, organisms, according to their need. For example, they classify plants on basis of cash crop or crops that they can eat or anything like that. And they also classified animals on basis of their eatability, which they can eat or which they can pet also. But when humans started to gain some consciousness and they started becoming curious about biology, then they started classifying organisms into different parts. Such man was Aristotle. He was the first man to classify organisms into two parts, that is anime and anime. A difference of A and E is there. In anime, animals with no blood RBCs, that means red blood cells, they do not have a red blood cell and they are non-vertebrates. Whereas in anime, animals with RBC, they have red blood cells and they are also vertebrates also. Further, he classified anime into two parts, that is oviparous and viviparous. Oviparous means organisms which lay eggs. Example, birds, lizards, which lay eggs. And viviparous organism that gave birth to young ones. For example, marsupials and human beings. He also called as the father of zoology because he was the first one to introduce the basic concept of zoology. So he is also called as father of zoology. He wrote a book called as Historia Animalis, in which he classified different kinds of animals. On the other hand, another scientist known as Theophrastus, he was also known as father of botany because he classified plants, but on the basis of their morphology. Morphology means on basis of how many type of herb, shrub, tree, or they are creepers or crawlers, what are they type. So they classified on basis of morphology, means their appearances. He classified plants. So they classified plants and animals. Then scientists started to develop more and more interest in classification. They started binomial nomenclature, which means binomial means the naming of organisms, naming of different organisms into their parts or according to their parts or their physical appearances. Nomenclature means naming an organisms into their groups. For example, there are different type of dogs, but we name them so that we can identify a certain type of dog and we can study it. They named different type of organisms so that they can study it. For example, if we pick a dog, then if we study one dog, then we can say that we have studied all the type of dogs in the world. That's why they named them and they defined their different type of characteristics, their morphology, their anatomy, etc. So the rules of nomenclature was set by Snack and McMaster, according to which they were named. First of all, they gave domain. Domain is all living organisms in the world. Then after that, they came to kingdom. Kingdom means a group of organisms that specify them only. For example, they specified two kingdoms, Plantae and Animalia. In Plantae, they gave only plants only, and in Animalia, they gave only animals only. Then came phylum. In phylum, they came similar kinds of animals that came under a single phylum. Similar as that, in class, they came similar kinds of animals which are in phylum, they are put into class. Likewise, the same kind of animals are put into a single nomenclature. Last came species. Species is a lowermost unit that specify a single organism. For example, if we say that we name mango as Magnifera indica, Magnifera is their genus. It means they can have many type of mangoes in that genus. But indica is a species, which means the mango which are introduced or grown into India only. So this is the difference between species. Species define only a single or specific organism. The word species was given by John Ray. Then after that they started arguing that on what basis organisms should be classified. So first of all, they classified organisms on artificial basis, means they classified on basis of land from where they belong. Like if any type of animal is living in America, that cannot live in Asian continents. On basis of air, how they can temperature, air, humidity, what type of temperature they can tolerate, what kind of animal they live in. They classified organisms on their basis of their habitat, or what basis or on what area they live in. Second came natural system. In natural system, they involved on based on morphology, on what type, the appearance of an organism, and on basis of their appearance according to what type of organism they have, or evolution, or from what basis they are evolved, or how many types of organisms they have evolved, or how many genera they have evolved from. It was proposed by Bentham and Hooker. Third, it was the phylogenetic system. Phylogenetic system was very important and also very curious at that time, because genetics was a very vast and very complex science. So they gave a system that was based on genetics, on the organisms that are related genetically, that are identical